Well, I'm a fan of SZA, you know. I've been for a long time. Yeah. I liked all the early stuff she'd done. It was good. Yeah, I like her. Yeah. What's this all about then? Well, eh. Sephora. To shut US stores for diversity training after SZA racial profiling claim. Now look, I don't know nothing about Sephora. I don't know if they got ones in the UK. I have no idea about all this girly stuff, you know. But this isn't the first incident that we've had recently about celebrities feeling like they're being profiled or discriminated against. Meek Mill had an incident with some hotel. Can't remember the hotel's name. I'm not putting people on blast. Saying that they basically said there was no room for him, basically just because of racism. Like, I think, and people are gonna go, oh, but you don't know nothing about the experience that we have, and all right, look, calm yourself down. What I think is going on recently is the media fire frenzy around like the constant narrative of white supremacy and the deep-rooted racism within all white people mainly is the thing, is making more and more people like just sleepwalking. They're sleepwalking. They're seeing stuff that just ain't there, or reading way too much into it. And this is what happens. This is what happens. Here's another example. Look at if you can remember after 9/11, right? When like no bags were allowed to. Now it's like, we're used to this now, but it was like no bags to be left unchecked. If you've seen a bag lying around, report it. Couldn't leave bags nowhere because it could be a bomb. And people were just going crackers over bags. Bags. There's a bag over there. What's that bag? Shit, that bag. What's that bag doing? What's that bag up to? Yo, what's that bag up to? And also to a degree of just seeing anyone in Muslim garb. You'd be like on a bus. People be on a bus or on a train, and be like, or on a plane especially. Oh my God. And false reports. So many false reports. People panicking. People being paranoid because of the media frenzy. Same thing. We've had this media frenzy over racism and white supremacy over the last few years, that it's going to affect everyone. Yes, even celebrities and singers are going to be affected by this. Believe it or not, they are not godlike people. Yeah, mere mortals like the rest of us. That's my personal opinion. What's going on? Because you're seeing more and more of it, and it's like I don't like seriously. if you think you get profiled because of your race, well, news for you, I get profiled in shops all the fucking time. I just got sick of it after a while. And like by all kinds of people, black, Asian, white, always. Every shop I go into, like Sainsbury's especially. In fact, the Sainsbury's around the corner, out in London, there's a Sainsbury's local like every 2 feet. A Sainsbury's local around the corner from where I worked. I worked there for 2 years. I was going to that Sainsbury's almost every day. And they still used to search me in there a couple of times. I was like, what? I come in here all the time. It's not like I know them going, hey, you. Not like that. But it was like, all right, this is just taking the piss now. Always getting followed around by security guards. Always getting picked on. Why? Because, I don't know, maybe I fit the profile of someone that steals stuff. Even though, look at me in my fine garbs. I don't know. Just, it ain't ever about, but I never could go, oh, it's because I'm a white boy. And it's like, it's just, just happens. So what happened? What happened with SZA? Oh. Sephora to shut you. I mean, this the diversity training thing is just bizarre. How you think you have to train your employees not to look at certain races in a certain type of way. is bizarre. And do you know why? Because like if you've got deep-rooted prejudices against a race in the first place, having diversity training is not going to change that. I hate to break it to you, but like if someone has prejudice, it's not going to change that. As simple as. That's it. Like, let's say you're homophobic, right? And you see two men holding hands. Like diversity training or empathy, whatever, empathy training. I don't know why I brought that. I don't know what that is. I just made it up. I'll sell it. I'll sell that idea. But like, if you're going to try and train someone not to say you feel physically ill, you look at it and go, oh God, two men holding hands, please. Like, you're not going to train someone not to feel a certain way. Like, once it's in here, you can't just have some, like, and what's it going to, it's going to be like a day. It's going to be like, they're going to shut the stores for a day and play some video or something. You know how it goes. They'll play a video going, this is a black man. Do not assume they are stealing because they are black. It's like, well, you know, not everyone's going to be assuming that way. And if they just assume because you're black, then diversity training is absolutely pointless. Like what? Train to recognise diversity and that they're not all thieves? Or what even is that? Like, it's diversity. This is how black people. What's involved? This is how black people walk and talk. You might think they're walking because they're concealing something they've stolen, but no, that's called swag. Like what even is it? It's just so silly. It's a PR stunt for starters. It's like, don't worry, we're handling this problem. We're having diversity training. Oh really? What, a day of diversity training is going to get rid of someone's deep-rooted prejudices? No, it's ridiculous. It's more corporate nonsense that people just lap up. Oh, good. Yes, I think you should have diversity training, and some of them should be hung. The R&B singer SZA, who is black. Well, we wouldn't have been able to tell from the photo. Said in April she was racially profiled at a Sephora store in Calabasas. The Sephora beauty chain will close all its US stores, distribution centers, and corporate offices on Wednesday to conduct diversity training for employees after a racial incident involving a Grammy-nominated superstar. Sorry, I said superstar. She is. Singer's not enough. I would say, look, I was disappointed with her debut album. I liked all the stuff she'd done before then. The album, I was like, It's a bit like Bryson Tiller's follow-up album. Waited so long for that. Literally almost 18 tracks, only one banger. Bryson, why? Why did you make us sad, Bryson? Just saying. R&B singer SZA, who is black, yes, you've mentioned that, said in April she was racially profiled at a store. Yes, we know this. We have been informed of an incident at a Calabasas store, and in addition to reaching out to SZA directly, we are gathering more information about the incident in order to take the proper next steps. Emily Shapiro, a spokeswoman for Sephora, told Reuters in an email. We take complaints like this very seriously. Profiling on the basis of race is not tolerated at Sephora. Yeah, it's funny how it's like a celebrity though that says they're profiled, and there's a big kerfuffle stirred up. Now I know that there was the Starbucks incident, and them geezers weren't celebrities, but they sort of, I don't know if you noticed, they sort of turned up on talk shows armed with just some fucking money grabbing lawyer who just went, I see an opportunity here. It's like, yeah, they were lawyered up straight away and going, yes, well I'm their lawyer. And I'm gonna, he's like a pure opportunist. Was just suddenly sat next to him. Oh, here's lawyer opportunist. Hello, opportunist. What are you after? I don't know. Starbucks is worth billions, so I figured a couple of mil do, wouldn't it? Like, that is different. But they're clearly like someone like dived in and just exploited that situation. All right, look into it. See what's happened since. Be interesting. Anyway, we have informed about the incident. And we're gathering more information about the incident in order to take proper next steps. Profiling is not, but SZA said a Sephora employee she identified as Sandy, that's the whitest name I've heard, called security to make sure the singer was not stealing from the store. We had a long talk. You have a blessed day, Sandy, SZA said in a Twitter post, which is a respectable thing to say. Shapiro said the Sephora closures were not a response to any one event, saying that planning for the inclusivity workshops had been in progress for several months, and that a broader campaign called We Belong to Something Beautiful had been in the works for at least a year. Well, if ever I've seen some PR fucking bullshit in my life, it is those two statements there. Those two names, like, well, we belong to something beautiful. Will you pipe down, please? We see through all your gashness. Sephora owner LVMH is based in Paris. What is that? Louis Vuitton, Marie, the Mad Hatter. SZA was quoted in an interview with US digital publisher Refinery29. You know that brilliant publication I've never heard of. Last year, as saying she previously worked in the skincare department at a Sephora store. Ooh, disgruntled ex-employee, maybe? You are part of the Sephora family, and we are committed to ensuring every member of our community feels welcomed and included at our stores, Sephora said at the time in response to the singer's post. SZA is a Grammy nominee who also collaborated with Kendrick Lamar on the song All the Stars for the blockbuster movie Black Panther. That's not her best work. After SZA's tweet following the incident, Google reviews for the Calabasas store spiked, with many users criticizing Sephora over the incident. Barbadian singer Rihanna last month unveiled her new fashion brand with LVMH, a rare move by a French group to set up a label from scratch as it taps into a soaring demand for celebrity collaborations in the luxury world. Right, thanks for that bit of nonsense. Sephora's workshops come about a year after Starbucks closed 8,000 stores across the United States for anti-bias training after a Philadelphia cafe manager's call to police resulted in the arrest of 2 black men who were waiting for a friend. Blah, blah, blah. Well, we're none the wiser about what the incident actually was. I mean, what was she doing? And how are they trained? Like, how are they trained to, like, look at people? And isn't this, like, just rich people's problems? Like, I'm a celebrity. I have like a top 10 Billboard album. I can't remember if it went to number 1 or not, whatever. How dare you treat me this way? Like I'm some sort of thief. Like, I mean, what was it? So celebrities, and now it's like, all right, a celebrity had a gripe, and now we're all supposed to care. No offense to her, but it's like, this shit happens to me regularly. Right? And you don't see me kicking up if I had to tweet out, right, every time I've been profiled like that, like someone would just come out and say, right, well, you're doing something wrong, because it happens that often. You'd have to, and I would have no gripes with them saying that. I say, I know what you're saying, but literally, I ain't done shit. Just that's just the way it is. I mean, I think some of it to do with me is because I take a long time to make decisions sometimes, especially when especially when I had little money and I was like, oh, what am I going to spend? Like, I need something satisfying, and there's nothing satisfying here because, maybe I take longer to make decisions when I'm in certain shops. I'm sorry. Doesn't mean I'm eyeing up what of your crap produce I'm going to steal, you fuck. Search me. Search yourself. Yeah? That's right. Well, what can I add to that? I do genuinely think that the current climate we're in is just making people read way more into things than needs to be, because you just see it all the time now, and it's like, all right, was everyone suddenly got really racist recently? Like, no, afraid not. I know racists, I know them, I can tell you exactly what racists do and think. I think most people haven't got a clue.